Okay, checking in again. The lighting is terrible in here. I'm sorry about that. It's just been a really stormy day. In fact, I got like 3 rows into my first chicken body after my last check-in, and we got a tornado warning. So that's the day we're having here. But, it passed by. It's not even raining now. Just another typical day in Mississippi, honestly. But let's do another head count on our chickens. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 total chicken bodies. But I still have, out of these scrap balls that I pulled before, and that's not all my scrap. I still have more scrap too. But out of the scrap balls I had pulled before and hoped to get through today, I still have a few that are like this. Like, I know there's not enough of this for another chicken, but it's too much to just relegate to my scrappy snake, which is what I'm using to really get rid of everything that's left of like just scraps. And I've got like, let me see how many of these I've got that are like that. I'm dropping everything. Yeah, so out of all of those colors, I've got another 6 that are like that are just like not enough for a chicken, but too much to go to the scrap pile. So I'm going to turn these into little octos, like I did this guy. So that'll be 6 more octos, and then whatever's left of that can just go into my scrap pile to be added to my snake. So I've got, 13 chickens. I'll wind up with 7 octos. That's 20 plushies for the day, so that won't be too bad. So I'm gonna get to work on the octos, and hopefully we don't have any more terrible weather. And I'll check in with you after I get those finished, and we'll start putting in eyes and stuffing and the little details on the chickens and that kind of thing. So I'll check in with you later. Okay, checking back in again. Here is the bag of plushies that need to be stuffed. So I've got plushies all on this side right over here, and then this side is the pile of leftover scrap that's all going to wind up part of my snake. I'll show you that later. So I've got, we counted up 13 chickens earlier, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think, octopuses, maybe. So I'm going to start putting eyeballs in them, and then stuffing them and adding the other details, and I'll come back when we got a little pile of them to show off, and then I'll show you my snake and what I'm going to do with this scrap pile over here. Okay, so final update for Wednesday night. All the chickens and octopuses have been stuffed and got eyeballs. Octopuses have blushies. Chickens have beaks. Obviously, there's still ends to tie in, and the chickens all need combs. So it's getting late, and it's starting to storm again, and so this is where I'm going to end it tonight. So tomorrow I'll get the combs on all the chickens, get all the ends stuffed in, and then that'll be that for this batch of things for the new venue. And then I did say that I wanted to show you, before I finished off for tonight, the snake that I'm working on. So this is my scrappy snake. This is the Little Buddies snake pattern from Crochet Me Zaddy. So I'm just, anytime I have a bit of yarn, blanket yarn, obviously, since it's all the same weight, that is like too much to just throw away, but not really enough to start a new project with, and I don't have like another skein to back it up. I am adding it to this snake, and we're just going to keep it going all year long, see how big it gets, and I think at the end of the year, I'm going to maybe raffle it off or give it away to my Instagram followers, like hold a giveaway, special giveaway for it. I did these eyes. Hold on, there's a fluff on my snaky's eye there. I painted these eyes. I love this yellow-green glitter. See how it kind of changes color? I just think that's really fun. Anyway, so that's that. So that's what all of these little, like, little bits that are just, like, floating in the bottom of the bag here now. That's what they'll go to. They'll be added to this guy once I get a free minute. Okay, so that's it for tonight. I'll check back in tomorrow. Okay, welcome back. It is now Thursday. Sorry for the kid noise you're undoubtedly hearing in the background. They are having a ball down the hallway with cars and stuff. Sounds like they're crashing them into things. But I managed to get some of these chickens and all of the octopuses finished off with tucking their ends in and everything this morning. And then I had to leave for my daughter's orthodontist appointment. So we've got just a few chickens left. So let's just go ahead and get them finished off. I just need to basically tuck in all these ends. And then after this, I'll have to go and make the price tags. So they have to have my booth number, which I'm pretty sure is number 32. I'll go back and check my email to be sure before I actually create the tags on Canva. And the price on the front. And they take a 10% commission on top of the monthly fee. Now, my prices already reflect covering any kind of booth fees, because that's just part of my normal, because normally I sell at booths and stuff. So I'm not going to worry about that, but I will increase by 10% to cover that commission for the ones that are going in the store. And then the back of the tag is supposed to have a description of the item, and that's to prevent people from, like, swapping a less expensive item's tag onto a bigger item and basically stealing. So what I'm planning to do is to go on Canva and just create like a basic version of the tag that has, you know, my logo and QR code on the front with the booth number and like a blank white square to write the price in. And then leave the back blank for me to handwrite the description, because if I try to type in descriptions of everything, like I feel like I'll just change out my inventory too much. Like that would be kind of silly, because I don't plan on having like the exact same items there all the time, you know? So I'll leave the back part blank to handwrite a description of each item. And then the first batch, since these all have to be there tomorrow, will just be printed off on cardstock. I'll just download the file and print it on cardstock, but then I will probably, when I order business cards next, which I do need to do soon, also order a set of these particular tags pre-made so that I don't have to like hand cut them out myself all the time. That one's done already. This one, here we go. So that's my plan. And then after I get done with that, I got in a whole bunch of safety eye orders overnight, essentially, because Crochet by Jenna here on YouTube posted a video yesterday where she gave me a beautiful shout out for some safety eyes that she had purchased from me and she used in her most recent Bailey the Bear pattern, and they looked great. The ones she picked were the golden Andarna eyes from my Dragon Horde set, and against that Parfait Chunky teddy bear color, they just looked fantastic. It just really, really set off that gold color nicely. And but she mentioned me and had my name down on the bottom of the screen, and you know, my information in the description of the video and all that. So overnight, essentially, I got a whole bunch of orders. So I now have 8 full sets of the Dragon's Horde eyes that need to be made. So that's what, 64 individual eyeballs that need to be painted. So I need to start working on those. Luckily, since they are all the Dragon's Horde set, I can kind of do an assembly line situation and do, you know, all the Andarnas together and all of the Cairns together and all the Segales together, etc. And maybe make it go a little faster that way. But it's still going to take a while. It's probably going to take me a few hours to get all of those made up. And then I got to, do all the postage stuff and get them boxed and bagged up. I think most of them will fit in the poly mailers. I kind of turned them into my own version of a bubble mailer by wrapping the eyes up in foam padding first and then putting them into the bubble mailer and folding that around till it's nice and snug. But one person ordered 3 full sets, and so that one will probably have to go into a box. I don't think I can fit that many into one of my little bags. Maybe I can. We'll see. We'll see. If I can fit it in a bag, that'd be good because it's lighter that way and shipping is cheaper. And I like to be able to keep shipping as low as possible. So, but that's my plan for this afternoon. If I get done with all of that in time and I manage to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner for the family in time, I would love to be able to make some possums for this market because they always do so well for me. And if I could get, maybe 5 or 10 would be fantastic, but if I could get even 5 made, I feel like that would be a really good start, and I can always make more and bring them later. But I'm not counting on being able to get that done today because I have so much else that needs to be done. And my son is standing over here needing something, so...
No, I don't need anything.
Oh, he doesn't need anything. He's just watching. That's fine. Ugh, I'm going to have to lint roll all these chickens. There's fluff everywhere. Stuff. I got this little trash can from the dollar store. Isn't that cute? I love that. It's just fun. It's fun to have fun supplies to work with. All these are definitely going to need a lint rolling before they go onto the store shelf. I'll probably have to just toss my lint roller into the bag and roll them as I set them up tomorrow, because they're probably going to get more fluff on them just by being in the bag, honestly. Okay, chicken. It was fun using up all these scraps to make these chickens, and I like having the crazy colors. I had kind of gotten really burnt out on the maple chicken because I had made a bunch of them for previous markets, and then I stopped making them, and it took forever to sell the backlog of the ones that I had, which was all in like that black and white Bernat. Was it? I don't think it was one of the tweed. It was like a Bernat twist or something like that. It was like a black and white strand twisted around each other kind of situation. Whoop, flying chicken. And I don't know, maybe it was just, maybe that color just wasn't as popular. But it seemed like it just took forever for those to sell. So I just didn't want to make any more while I still had those. Well, I finally sold off the last of those a couple of markets ago. And I still haven't brought myself to make any more because I was just burnt out on them, really. But it was fun making these in all these colors. And maybe that'll be my go-to for, one of my go-tos for scrap yarn in the future. Because I like them better in these colors. Of course, we'll just see. We'll have to see if customers like them better. That's going to be the deciding factor, really, whether I keep doing this. I like crazy colored chickens, but how many other people are going to like crazy colored chickens? Hopefully a lot. That's my hope. Okay. I think that's all of the ends and pieces. So let's see. How many did we wind up with altogether? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 chickens. Is that right? Did I count that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 chickens and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 octopus. So yeah, 20 total items in this bag. So that's not too bad. All right, so we got 20 items. I grabbed some stuff from the flea market that I had made to bulk it up a little bit more. So we're gonna stop it here so I can go sit down and make some tags, and then I'll have to come back and tie tags onto everything and retag the things that I had at the other market. And then I have safety eyes to make, and then I have dinner to make. So I got a lot of stuff to do today. I will check in with you later. Here we go. Managed to get 5 little possums made, which is not as many as I had originally intended, but it's good. And tomorrow we'll get everything set up at the new location. I'll bring you along for that. Alright, here is the shelf setup that I will have. I'm going to set this up on a tripod somewhere and you guys can see me get it all filled in. Let's see. Run away, chicken. Come back. There we go. I think that turned out very nicely. Yeah. Yeah. There we have it. All set up. Grand opening is tomorrow. I hope these guys do well.